She wants to talk to me now after all this time, after the long days of silence that stretched between us like an endless desert. I remember when my words meant nothing to her, when my calls were ignored and my messages left unread. Now suddenly, she reaches out, her voice softer than I remember, her words carefully chosen, as if afraid they might break me. But I have already been broken before. I have already walked through the ruins of what we once were. She says she misses me, that she thinks about me more than she should. I wonder if she knows what I have been through, if she has any idea how long I waited to hear those words. But waiting taught me patience, and patience taught me strength. Now as she speaks, I listen, but I do not rush to answer. I let the silence between us settle, heavy with all that was left unsaid. I wonder if she expects me to forget, to pretend that the past does not matter. I close my eyes and remember the nights I spent staring at my phone, waiting. I remember the pain of knowing that I was not a priority, that my love was given freely but never truly held. And now she wants to talk to me. Now, when I have learned to live without her, when I have stitched the wounds she left behind, does she expect me to unravel again, to fall into the same patterns we once did? She speaks of regret, of realizing too late what she had lost. But I wonder, is it really me she misses, or just the comfort of knowing I was always there? I was the one who stayed, who loved, who forgave. But time changes people, and I am not the same as before. I have learned to value myself, to know that love should not be begged for. So I listen, but I do not answer right away. Let her feel what it is like to wait. She tells me she has changed, that she has seen the error of her ways. She tells me she has spent sleepless nights thinking about me, wondering if I still think about her. And the truth is I do, but not in the way she hopes. I think about the lessons I learned. I think about the love I once gave her so freely, and how she let it slip through her fingers like sand. She asks if I am happy, if I have moved on. I hesitate, not because I do not know the answer, but because I do not owe her one. Happiness is not something I found in her absence, it is something I built for myself. And yet, I can hear the longing in her voice, the desperation hidden beneath her calm words. She wants another chance, a chance to fix what was broken. But some things, once shattered, can never be made whole again. I wonder if she realizes what she is asking of me, to open my heart again, to trust that she will not walk away this time. But trust is not given freely, it is earned. And she lost that right the moment she turned away when I needed her most. I remember the promises she made, the words that once held so much meaning, now reduced to empty echoes. Love is not about wanting someone only when they are gone. Love is choosing them, time and time again, through the S. So why now? Why does she want to talk to me now, when I have already learned to stand on my own? When I no longer need her to feel whole? She says she sees me differently now, that she understands what she lost. But understanding does not erase the pain, and regret does not rewrite the past. There is a part of me that still aches, that still remembers the love we once had. But love should not be a cycle of hurt and healing, of leaving and returning. It should be steady, unwavering, a safe place to rest. And she was never that for me. She was a storm that left destruction in its wake, and I was the fool who kept running back into the rain. But not anymore. I have learned to shelter myself, to find warmth in my own presence. And now, as she speaks, I hear the hope in her voice, the belief that I might say yes. But I do not rush to answer, because my heart no longer leaps at the sound of her name. My love for her was real, but so was the pain. And if she truly wants to talk to me now, But love does not work like that. Love requires consistency, effort, and presence. And she was absent when I needed her most. Now, as I stand on the other side of the pain, I see things clearly. I see that loving her was never the mistake. It was believing she would love me the same way that hurt me. She says she understands, that she will not force me. But there is sadness in her voice, a sadness that mirrors the way I once felt. And for a moment, I almost feel sorry for her. But then I remember the nights I cried, the days I felt invisible, and I know that walking away is the right choice. She says goodbye, her voice softer now, almost like she's letting go. And maybe she is. Maybe this conversation was never about fixing things but about finding closure. Maybe. She just needed to hear my voice one last time, to know that I am okay, even without her. And I am. I have built a life beyond the ruins of our love, found happiness in places I never expected. And as I hang up the phone, I do. Free from the what ifs, the maybes, the endless wondering. She wanted to talk to me now, but I have already spoken to my own heart, and it told me to choose myself. But here I am, ready to give my heart without hesitation. I have never done this before, never felt so sure, never felt so alive. But you have given me the courage to take this step, to embrace love in all its uncertainty, and I am grateful for that. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for this love that has changed me in ways I never imagined. I do not know what the future holds, do not know what challenges we will face. But I do know that as long as I have you, I have everything I need. And that is a feeling I never want to lose. She wants to talk to me now after all this time, after the long silence that stretched between us like a vast empty road. I remember when my words meant nothing to her, when my calls went unanswered, and my messages sat in the void, waiting for a response that never came now. Suddenly, she reached. This is something I have never done before. There's a weight in my chest, a feeling I cannot name, something stirring deep inside me that I have never felt before. It is both thrilling and terrifying, like standing on the edge of a great unknown, ready to take a leap into a world I do not yet understand. I have spent my life avoiding risks, keeping my heart safe behind walls built high and strong. But now, something has shifted. There is a force greater than my fears, a pull I cannot resist. It is you, with your eyes that see through every layer I have carefully constructed. You, with your voice that soothes the storms inside me. You, with your presence that makes the world feel brighter, lighter, full of possibilities I never dared to dream of. I have never done this before. I have never let someone in so completely, never allowed myself to be this vulnerable. And yet, here I am, standing before you, ready to give you all that I am, even if I don't know what comes next. Every step